Good morning. Good morning, Rory. Nice to see you. And yeah, anyone else that's here, I encourage you to say hello in the chat. It's just nice to put faces with the little icon that says that there are people here, names and faces. Yeah, so I actually, oops. Sorry to be starting so late. I received a request yesterday from Jess, and so I'm going to structure my class around that. She said a lot it kind of is going on that I think could benefit everybody. So yeah, feeling tired, which I've heard from a lot of people lately, and I'll talk about that more in a second, and also feeling anxious, having a long to-do list that's contributing to anxiety, and that making the body feel tight, and like especially the back of the body. She also mentioned knees, which I'll talk about in a second too, as soon as I organize my thoughts. But anyway, I think a lot of people can relate to the things that that Jess is going through in her request to structure the class around those things. Oh, thanks for asking, Rory. It was really nice. It was cold. It was like skiing up in New Hampshire. But I really enjoy skiing. I don't get to do it very often. I took a lot of skiing lessons when I was younger, being from the Pacific Northwest, where the mountains are really big and close by. But since I was a kid, I've really only skied like 2 years ago, right before the pandemic hit, and then this past weekend. But it's sort of like riding a bike. It comes right back to you. And the mountain where I go is not super challenging. So it's kind of nice just to sort of let go and go down the mountain and go really fast and sort of feel freed in that way. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Thanks for asking. And it was nice to hang out with family and everything too. And my daughter took a snowboard lesson, which she actually kind of enjoyed, and especially because the instructor was only a year older than her. So yeah, so let's see. I want to talk a little bit about being tired first, because as I said, I know a lot of people have been experiencing that recently, including myself. I've talked about sleep before, and I'm generally sleeping a lot better. Oh, thank you so much, Rory. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been sleeping a lot better because I gave a talk about sleep and all the techniques that I'm using, but it's not super consistent. And especially in this past week, I guess, since I got back from the vacation, my sleeping has been a little bit off. And also, I think just this weather, since one thing is changing a lot, and another thing, it's been very cloudy a lot of the time and wet. And with that comes the low pressure, which kind of makes everybody feel like more tired and heavy and weighed down and everything. So yeah, for one thing, it's good to know that you're not alone with feeling that way. As for how to address it, I would say, well, do what you can to get enough sleep, of course, like with your lifestyle. But if that doesn't help, oh, good morning, Jess. I'm glad you're here. And especially after such a short night, because I saw that you wrote that email just a few hours ago, really. So, yeah, so you can kind of bring the practice of awareness into the feeling of being tired. And if you can just, be aware that you're tired and sort of be okay with it in a way, not try to resist it, or exactly succumb to it, but just say, acknowledge that you're tired, even if you can be interested in the feeling. It's like any other feeling, really. That, like any kind of feeling, if you can just sit with it, be aware of it, not try to push it away, but also not react to it, um, or like react with it, uh, which would play out in different ways depending on the emotion. But um, yeah, just being interested in it and kind of treating it as if you're looking at it from somewhere else, and it's just a thing. It's just how the way things are right now. Um, and then going like after you've sort of accepted that in yourself, then you can try, instead of fighting it, trying to fight with it by maybe like having 5 cups of espresso, or like getting angry or whatever. Um, you can maybe sort of gently do something to counteract it, like maybe moving a lot, or moving a little bit, getting some fresh air. And also just realizing that this is the state you're in right now and it will pass. Um, so, yeah, so for the practice today, we'll start out gentle since we're all feeling tired, and we'll get some movement in, and then we'll do a little bit more restorative at the end, which I think can just be helpful. It's the way that yoga classes are generally structured for a reason, to kind of restore at the end, after the moving, because it can kind of get you into more, like a more focused space and kind of preserve your energy a little bit, so that then you can face the rest of the day with more energy, I think. Um, yeah, and as for the anxiety, it's the same thing almost. Like, well, for one thing, sleep and anxiety are very interrelated. But if you can just take a moment to kind of sit with that, be interested in it, and notice that it's there, often it will dissipate a little bit. And of course, yoga can help with that as well. And we'll be doing some we'll be doing some lengthening, or I'll try to kind of like point out when we're lengthening the back of the body, or can bring awareness to that. And for knees, though, that's really something that you have to. It's more about protecting your knees than strengthening them. You can't really strengthen your knees. What you can do is strengthen your legs, like around your knees, and that brings some of the pressure off of your knees, and it protects them as well. And also being aware of your knee alignment in certain poses. So we'll do a little bit more leg strengthening as well today. Okay, so that was a lot of talking. Let's get started. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go sit. So sit on your mat. I'll talk from back here. So find a comfortable seated position. I do also just want to acknowledge that I recognize that what's going on right now in Ukraine and Russia is certainly contributing to our states of mind and anxiety, as well as probably just a feeling of overwhelm and tiredness. So yeah, it's just, there's a lot I could say about that, but I feel like I should get started with the practice. And I'm going to modify the closing meditation a little bit to be more directed towards what's going on over there. So yeah, so find a comfortable seated position. Make sure that your weight is equally distributed from side to side and from back to forth, front to back, and a nice long spine, chest open, shoulders back and down. And we're going to begin just with a brief gratitude meditation. And I know it seems a little strange for me saying that right after I was talking about war, but it's very important for our well-being to have these times of gratitude and awareness. If you're starting from kind of a place of peace in yourself, then it puts you in a better place to skillfully deal with things that are happening outside of yourself, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you can put your hands in sort of a meditative mudra. So one palm facing over the other with your thumbs touching, and just rest them somewhere, maybe on your feet or somewhere on your legs. Take a deep breath through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Relax your eyes so you can either lightly close your eyes or just look down. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And then inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Bring to mind one or two things, or maybe even three, that you're grateful for in your life right now. It can be anything big or small. And notice if thinking of these things with gratitude awakens any sensations in your body, and where those sensations are, and bring your awareness there. And just sit with that for a moment. You can also visualize maybe that feeling, wherever it is in your body, is being a bright, radiant light that shines out from your center. Good, and then letting that go. Another inhalation through your nose, exhalation through your mouth. You can open your eyes if they're closed. And let's just do some neck rolls. You can move your hands onto your knees, or where they might be comfortable. Make sure you go in both directions. Good, and then some shoulder rolls. Just starting to wake up your back a little and notice any stiffness. And inhale, one arm up, exhale, opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, gently over your shoulder. And noticing the twists all the way through your spine, maybe through your belly. Bringing out your digestive organs as well. Breathing deeply with sound if possible, using the Ujjayi breath. Contracting the back of your throat as if you're whispering. And also lengthening your breath. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look gently over your shoulder. And inhale back to center. Place your fingertips behind you and open your chest. Bring your shoulder blades together. So kind of pressing the floor away from you. And then bring your fingertips in front of you. Walk your hands forward. Drop your head. Feel that nice stretch in your back. And then start to walk your fingertips back towards you as you round your spine. And let's do each of those one more time, because I don't know about you, it felt pretty good to me. Inhale, shoulder blades together, open your chest. And release. And then fingertips in front of you, drop your head. Exhale. And then breathe as you walk your fingertips towards you and around your spine. Good. And looking up, let's come on to our hands and knees. And aligning your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, tucking your toes, cat and cow. Inhale, look forward, open your chest, drop your belly. Exhale around your spine, press the floor away from you and drop your head. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And look down your nose just to relax your eyes. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Toes tucked under, straighten your legs and pedal your heels towards the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhaling length into the back of your body from your fingertips all the way to your heels. So you're also kind of pressing your chest down to find length in your back, in the backs of your legs. Good. And bend your knees. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, gently folding. Grab your elbows, knees slightly bent, or they can be bent a lot. It depends on how your hamstrings and lower back feel. Breathing here. And inhale, slowly rolling up to standing, engaging your core. Reach up. And exhale. Hands to heart. Good. Finding mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart. Toes spread wide. Again, just move back and forth, finding your balance from side to side. And then from front to back. Noticing the contact of your feet on the mat and the grounding sensation. And then scanning up from your feet, knees slightly bent, Mula Bandha or pelvic floor engaged, Uddiyana Bandha or lower belly also engaged, coming in and up. Neutral tailbone, neutral pelvis, long spine. Chest open, shoulders back and down, long neck, chin parallel to the floor. And your head just balanced at the top of your spine. And just take a moment to think about how amazing it is that we have these bodies. That our bodies are strong enough to hold our heads up. Our heads are pretty heavy. And inhale, exhale, drop your hands, palms facing out. Inhale, exhale, and then moving with the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float the hands back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. So even as you're reaching up, think about releasing your shoulders down, relaxing your shoulders, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing the sound. You can move your head. If that feels good, you can look up, your hands, and then down. And you can almost imagine that you're kind of scooping energy up and then releasing tension. So scoop in the good energy and release the bad. Or just the energy that awakens you and the energy that is no longer serving you. Good. Look up towards your hands, lengthen, and exhale, reach to one side, feeling the stretch all the way along the side of your body. Pressing your opposite foot down into the ground. Inhale and exhale to the side. And inhale, exhale. Switching the clasp of your hands. As you move from side to side, inhale and exhale. And inhale back to center. Release your hands back down, shake it out, shake it out. And you have a strap or a belt or a scarf nearby, then go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, it just like adds a little to what we're about to do, but you don't need it. Inhale your hands up and exhale. Drop your hands behind you. Inhale and exhale. If you have the strap, make sure there's enough tension so you're getting a nice, you can sort of feel the tension as your arms go over your head, but it's not hurting you. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And now, just moving freely, getting into your spine, getting into your hips. Having a little fun with it. It's a great way to wake up the body. And release. And placing your hands over your knees. Sitting back in sort of a half chair and just rolling circles with your knees and hips. Noticing how they feel. Any creakiness. Good. And then exhale again. Drop your head, drop your hands, hanging there for a moment. You can keep your knees bent. Breathing, coming back to reach out your breath. And inhale, slowly roll up. Good job. And hands to heart. Good, and stepping to the front of your mat, moving to the more energetic part of the practice with some salutations. So taking mountain pose again, weight equally balanced. I want to make sure I don't run into anything here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank. Holding here, engaging your core. You can move from back and forth. You can also drop your knees if this is too much. Pressing the floor away from you. Keeping your neck long. And exhale. Draw your elbows in. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale. forward and up, looking towards the tip of your nose. And exhale, child's pose. Breathing deeply. Feeling the grounding sensation of your forehead and your knees and the tops of your feet on the mat. Releasing tension with each exhalation. Drawing in energy with each inhalation. And look up. Flip your feet. Downward dog. Take a breath. Exhale, lengthen. And then your knees step forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Pressing the floor away from you using your core. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale. Really draw up your head. Feel a nice stretch all the way through the back of your legs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Step back for the opposite foot this time. You can remember which one that was. And holding plank here. Again, you can keep moving. None of the poses are ever really static. This one, it's a little bit harder to kind of be with your breath and move that way. So that's what we're kind of doing with our toes. And exhale, use chest chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Lengthening with each exhalation. Drawing in energy. Awakening energy with each inhalation. But also just feeling grounded, feeling the support of the floor. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Flip your feet, downward dog. Inhale, exhale, lengthening all the way through the back of your body. And your knees, step forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga with knees down. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Right to downward dog this time. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through. Drop the left knee. Breathing into your hip. And inhale. Come up. Low lunge. And if you're having problems with your shoulders, you can hug your shoulders forward like this. If you want to focus more on opening your chest and your shoulders are fine, you can go into more of a back bend like this. And exhale. Straighten the left leg. Step back, plank. Modified chaturanga. Cobra. And downward dog. Take a breath. And inhale the left leg up. Step it through. Drop the right knee. Inhale, exhale, breathing into your hip. And inhale, come up. High lunge. Or low lunge, sorry. A couple breaths here. And exhale. Hands down. Straighten. Step back. Plank. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. And taking a few more breaths in downward dog this time, or child's pose, if you're tired. And with each inhalation, just filling the chest with energy. Exhalation, lengthening the backside of the body. If you're in downward dog, bringing your heels a little closer to the floor. And if your heels are already on the floor, maybe experiment with taking a wider stance. So stepping your feet back a little bit more. And just see how that feels. Good. And bend your knees. Forward, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Hands to heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, taking a breath in downward dog, and then inhale. Your right leg up, step it through. High lunge this time. So take a moment to adjust your balance. And pushing away from the floor, come up. And again, same thing with the arms, depending on how your shoulders are feeling. And holding here. Pressing your back heel away from you, so you're really distributing the weight between your two legs as much as you can. Make sure that your lead knee is not coming forward over your ankle, especially if you have knee problems. Good, and exhale. Left hand down, right hand up, twisting. Inhale, exhale, reach forward, step back plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Take a big breath. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, left leg up, step it through. Exhale, adjust your balance. And inhale, come up, high lunge. And breathing here. Pressing the back heel away from you. Engaging your bandhas. So pelvic floor lifted, belly in and up. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Right hand down. Left hand up. Long neck. And inhale, exhale, reach. Step back, plank, chaturanga, cobra, and downward dog. And again, resting in either downward dog or child's pose, taking a few more breaths. Inhale, awaken, and exhale, lengthen. Really filling the lungs with air. Heels coming a little more towards the mat with each exhalation. Lengthening the backside of your body. Chest towards the floor. And bend your knees. step forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Sorry. I thought I had this. The hero thing is always a challenge when you're doing yoga or teaching it. How to make it just stay in one place. Okay. And so sun salutation B. Inhale, exhale, chair, look down, make sure you can see your toes. Inhale the arms up, exhale, sink a little deeper, draw your belly in. So bringing your hips as far back as you can, which should also bring your knees back. And lifting as much as you can up here. I just heard a nice creak in my lower back when I did that. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands together and twist. Left elbow to right thigh. Inhale and exhale, other side. Keeping the neck long. Inhale, exhale, a little deeper. And inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And inhale, right leg up, step it through. Warrior one. Hips squared to the front of the mat. Left heel down at a 45-degree angle. And bending into the lead knee, keeping the knee behind your ankle. And holding here. Then you can wrap your arms instead of having them up here like this. Depends on, just do what feels right to you. Good. Inhale, straighten the lead knee. Arms out. Take a little hop towards your foot. Inhale, exhale, reach forward, and inhale, triangle pose. So it doesn't really matter how far this hand comes down. What you're aiming for here is opening your upper body and keeping your body in one straight line. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, left leg up, step it through, rear one on the left side. And holding here again, notice where your knee is. Keep engaging the bandhas. I just heard a texting, so I want to adjust that. And also put my... Okay. Do not disturb. Yeah, so holding here. So in these warrior poses, the goal is to, well, one of the goals is to kind of bend the lead knee as deeply as you can, but being aware of your stance so you're not bending your left knee too far forward. The deeper you can bend, of course, the more you're building strength in your legs. Good. Inhale, straighten, arms apart. Take one hop forward. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. And inhale, triangle pose. And keep breathing. Inhale, come up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And holding here, or in child's pose. Drop your head. Breathe in to the back side of your body. Good. And bend your knees, step forward, back into chair. And inhale, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. And one more sun salutation B. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Engage your bandhas. Really using your core a lot here, as well as your legs. Opening up your upper body as much as you can. And inhale, and then exhale. Twist. And inhale. And exhale, twist. And inhale. Arms out to the sides. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, your right leg up, open up to the side. And step forward, longer stance for warrior two. And your hips are square to the side of the mat. Again, check the alignment of your lead knee. But sinking deeply into your lead knee. Gazing over your right fingertips. And keep engaging these bandhas, drawing in and up here. That's pranic energy, which is awakening. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, exhale. Extended side angle. And inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Sit back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. And inhale, the left leg up. Open out to the side. And step through warrior two. Drawing the energy in and up. As you sink deeply into your lead knee. Keeping the upper body open, gazing over your left fingertips. And even here, the movement is sort of as you inhale. You can even come up a little bit, exhale, sink back down. And inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. And inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down. And step back, plank, chaturanga, cobra, and downward dog. Resting in downward dog, child's pose. Full inhalations and full exhalations. Bringing breath into your body and releasing and lengthening with the exhale. And bend your knees. Step forward, chair. And inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Hope you feel a little warmer now, a little stronger. And just shake it out a little bit as we move into balance. So again, find your mountain pose. Toes spread wide. Shift your weight onto one side and find your tree. First thing, bring this leg out so you're opening your hips. You can use one arm sort of as a balance. Avoid your knee area on your standing leg. And find a drishti point on the floor in front of you to help with balance, something that's not moving. And just notice how your balance is today. Things are always changing. It's not going to be the same one day to the next. Just be interested in that. Good, and then arms up, shoulders back and down. And release. Shake it out. And other side. Find your balance. Find your drishti point. Feel the contact of your foot on the floor. Maybe bring your arms up. And release. Good, and then stepping your feet wide apart. Feet parallel to each other. Inhale your arms out, exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, press your hands away from you and fold forward. The top of your head towards the mat. Release the clasp of your hands. Place your hands in line with your feet. Inhale, forward, exhale. Head down. And again, maybe bring your your chest towards your chin and shift the weight onto the balls of your feet. So feeling light here. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, twisting to one side. Look over your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Other side, looking over your shoulder, keeping your neck long. Bring your feet closer together and squat down, releasing your lower back. And inhale, exhale. Bring your butt down onto the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and open them like a book. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Fold forward, dropping your head towards your feet. Using your elbows to press your knees and thighs down. And breathe. So deep breathing here, releasing a little more into the pose with each exhalation. Bringing softness into your hips. Releasing your jaw. Maybe your jaw is clenching at all. And inhale, slowly come up. Bring your knees together. And spreading your feet wide apart. I like to just bring kind of a little bit back so that my heels, that's what they're called, my heels can stay on the mat for a little pattern. And bring your fingertips behind you. Open your chest, sort of like we did at the beginning of class. And then exhale, reach towards your calves, shins, ankles, feet, toes, any of the above, and drop your head. And again, releasing a little more, softening with each exhalation. Opening with each inhalation. And then inhale, look up, exhale, inhale, come all the way up. And if your butt had come off the mat, then just shift it forward again. And grab the sides of your feet. And open balancing here. So look up towards the ceiling. And if you drop your head back a little bit, then that will sort of counterbalance your feet. And release. And feet in front of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, lengthen again, and exhale, drop your head. Releasing with each exhalation. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And bring your left heel towards your right hip. Bring your right foot outside of your left knee. And inhale your left arm up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, and exhale. So this is a little bit of a deeper twist than we did at the beginning. This is a little more warmed up. Keep lengthening with each inhalation and deepening just a little micro movement with each exhalation. So we're gently pushing our limits, not forcing. Good. Inhale, back to center, and switch sides. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, looking over your shoulder. And inhale, back to center. Release. And grab behind your knees. Shift your weight back. And find your boat pose using your core. You can stay with your knees bent or gently lengthen or straighten your legs. And inhale, exhale. Come back until your lower back is flat on the mat. Stay here. And inhale, and your knees come up. Exhale, come back, straighten your legs. Inhale, come up. Draw your knees towards you. Exhale. And inhale. And then exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Hold. And release. Hug your knees to your chest. Give your back a little massage. Arms out to the side. Drop your knees to the left. Look over your right, or look towards your right fingers. Inhale and exhale. Other side. And inhale, hug your knees to your chest. Drop your feet mat distance apart. Reach towards your heels. Inhale, exhale, tilt your pelvis forward as you're lengthening your lower back. Inhale, bring your hips up. And inhale, exhale, gently release. We're going to do one more of those and really think about opening your chest this time. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the lower back, and inhale, come up. You can clasp your hands together and kind of use that as leverage to press your hips even higher. Maybe you can use your hands to prop your hips up. And gently exhale, release back down. Hug your knees to your chest. And we have a couple options here. If you have a shoulder stand or a plow as part of your practice, then you can move into that now. If not, just bring your legs up like this, and maybe have a block. You can also support your hips with your leg, the block. So just one of those inversions. Or if you do both shoulder stand and plow, that's sort of a natural progression to first do plow and then shoulder stand and then back into plow. But this can be, the reason I said it as part of your practice, it's kind of hard to teach on a screen. So, I mean, it's hard to teach on a screen if you're, when it's live and you're doing it at the same time as me, because I don't want you to look at me, because that might hurt your neck. Good, and gently coming out of that. Come up onto your elbows, keeping your legs straight. Open your chest, drop your head back, point your toes, fish toes. Again, really opening the chest here. And release. And those chest openers are really good at, they're really good energizing poses, so that's why I was doing them. And bring your knees to your chest. And go ahead, straighten your legs. Push your arms over your head, full body stretch. Inhale deeply. Keep breathing in as much as you can and then hold your breath. Take a moment to squeeze everything. Make your face really small. And exhale through your mouth. Release, bring your hands down and open your palms up. Let your feet fall to the sides. If you use props for your Shavasana, go ahead and grab those. Otherwise, just releasing, feeling heavy on the mat, and closing your eyes. And I'll just do a short guided relaxation, followed by that closing meditation that I was talking about. That might help us deal with current events a little more skillfully. Okay. Breathing. And oh, by the way, letting go of your Ujjayi breath, coming back into your regular breathing pattern. And curl your toes as you inhale and exhale, release. And inhale, flex your feet, and exhale, relax. Inhale, flex your calves, and exhale, release. Inhale, raise your kneecaps, using your quads, and exhale, release. And inhale, clench your butt, and exhale, release. And inhale, draw your belly in, and exhale, release. Inhale, shrug at your shoulders up, and exhale, release. Inhale, clench your fists, and exhale, release. And inhale, clench your jaw, and exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze your eyes shut, and exhale, release. And inhale, draw your eyebrows together as if you're super worried. And exhale, release. And imagine that a wave of light washes over you and just releases any tension or worries from your body. Bringing your attention to your breath and noticing if any thinking or planning comes up, and just letting that go and coming back to your breath. And just keep doing that every time you notice something coming up. If you'd like to, you could label it as well. You could say planning or worrying or just thinking, and then let it go and come back to your breath. Just being here right now in this moment with your breath. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes, noticing the contact of your body on the floor beneath you. And bend one knee and then the other. Raise your arms over your head. And gently roll onto one side. Taking your time. And whenever you're ready, just gently bring yourself back into a comfortable seated position. Yeah, so the reason I'm looking at my phone right now is because, as I said, I'm going to use a very related but different loving kindness meditation today. This is actually the closing chant from Ashtanga Yoga, which is my personal practice. Um, and you'll notice it's pretty similar to the Buddhist metta meditation we usually do, but the words are a little bit different. And so let's get started with that. Just gently resting your hands somewhere on your legs and keeping a straight back. You can close your eyes or just shift your gaze downwards. And you can, I'm going to say this phrase 3 times, and you can either repeat after me in your head or aloud, or you can just listen. May all of humankind be happy and well. May the great noble lords protect the earth in every way by the path of just virtue. May there be perpetual joy for those who know the real nature of things. May all the worlds be happy. May all of humankind be happy and well. May the great noble lords protect the earth in every way by the path of just virtue. May there be perpetual joy for those who know the real nature of things. May all the worlds be happy. May all of humankind be happy and well. May the leaders protect the earth in every way by the path of just virtue. May there be perpetual joy for those who know the real nature of things. And may all the worlds be happy. Om. Peace, peace, peace. And thank you. And I just want to say a couple words about that. I know, like, I wondered this myself, like, kind of how it's helpful to, pray or chant things to yourself when there's things going on outside of you that you can't control, or harm is being done in other parts of the world by other people. And I think it's, for one thing, it can kind of help you cope with it a little bit better. But for another thing, it can kind of bring you to a place where you're able to deal more skillfully with any opportunities that you might have where you could contribute to make a difference. So if you're kind of spreading, like, bringing a feeling of loving kindness into yourself and projecting it out into the world towards everybody in the world, then I feel that makes you better able to maybe be active or be an activist, or just interact with other people in kind of an open way, in a calm way, rather than in an angry or anxious way. So I think that's sort of to me, that's like why it works for me. And I welcome any thoughts about that. And yeah, also, well, I don't know what else. I'd welcome any feedback, and I hope to see you next week. Take care of yourselves, get some rest, and most of all, enjoy life, enjoy the weekend, and be well. Namaste.